Joe Maddon has quietly taken Kyle Schwarber out of the leadoff spot, dropped him to number 2. Hit that monster home run yesterday, but how comfortable and how long can Maddon go with Schwarber with right now a 186 batting average and a 306 on base percentage?
Yeah, and managers will try different things like that, and sometimes it's funny how as much as we think this stuff could be overrated or overhyped, batting order and all that, sometimes it really does play into a guy's psyche, and sometimes it does get him going when he's moved into another spot. He's pitched a little differently or what have you. So maybe this will be good for him. I don't think you could ride him in that spot for a prolonged period if the struggles we saw in the first 6 or 7 weeks of the season were to hold true. But Schwarber's profile, it's not a crazy spot for him by any means. He's always been a high on base guy, in his minor league career, and then his rookie year at the big leagues. And there's an increasing argument in this game for batting, one of your best tier hitters second. We've seen teams experiment with that. Now for the Cubs, maybe that would be Chris Bryant or Anthony Rizzo, just as opposed to the way Schwarber's going lately. But again, I think managers play these mind games with guys sometimes, and it sometimes works out where a guy moves to another spot and sparks his bat. We'll see what that happens with Schwarber.
I guess I just don't get it. I don't get why they put so much on Kyle Schwarber and the expectations there. I know in some of the limited sample sizes that we've seen in the 2 different postseasons he's played, he's come through with some big hits. I get that. But he's never played a full regular season, and I don't understand why so many people, whether it's inside or outside the Cubs organization, believe that he's going to be like a batting champion, for example. I don't see it. I haven't seen it yet. So I don't understand why there's so much hype surrounding him and putting him over, and I believe that you should have the best hitter at number 2. So you have Chris Bryant. You have Anthony Rizzo. You're not going to put Rizzo at number 2, but Bryant would be that perfect number 2 guy.
Yeah, I agree with you about Bryant. And I think with Schwarber, in some ways, he's a victim of his own success in that, he was so good so quickly from the moment he came up to the big leagues. And he was kind of rushed to the big leagues at a moment of need. And then just because of that bat, he changes positions because, to get his bat in the lineup. And he was so strong for them in 2015. He's done nothing but hit on the postseason stage. And even last year, coming back from the knee injury way ahead of schedule and just immediately making a huge impact on that World Series. That's kind of stuff that sticks with people. And so you have great expectations. But, yeah, when you look up, you say, gosh, the guy's played, like 100, just over 100 games in the big leagues. It's not a large sample to work with, and it's a player who's still making adjustments. And a lot has been thrown at him in a short time when you think about the position change, the injury, and just the acclimation to the big league pitching, all those things at once. So I think you're seeing the adjustments in real time in a very prominent spot, a defending world champion, and whether it's leading off or batting second, it's a very prominent spot in the batting order.